36. LeBron James, like he's 26.
LeBron, he saw it and watch him call it. He's going to call it.
LeBron fadeaway. Oh, he hit it. Oh, my goodness.
LeBron with a hammer and one.
LeBron with two.
Lets it fly. And hits.
Oh, he turned the other way. Logo three for LeBron.
You just have to bow down.
All right, well, get this, guys. Bronny James seems to agree with last week's report that the Nets are scared of seeing LeBron in the finals. While talking about Brooklyn's latest signings, Bronny posted on social media saying, quote, all this to stop a 36-year-old man in year 18, followed by, yes, the yawning emoji. Shannon, do you agree with this take? How do you feel about it?
Skip, I don't know if they're necessarily scared, but I know they put these teams together to deal with LeBron James because they know two superstars versus two superstars. The likelihood of you beating his team is not very good. Skip, let me tell people what actually happened. LeBron James did not start the super team. The Lakers and the Celtics in the 80s had the super teams. But what he did do is that he, a player, says, okay, let's go play together. What he did in 2010, Skip, when he left and went with Chris Bosh and D. Wade. Boston Celtics started this, really. Once LeBron James in 2007, as a 22-year-old, ran through the East, beat the bad boy Pistons 2, who had represented the Eastern Conference for the last 3-4 years, Skip, in the NBA Finals, they know they couldn't do anything with him. Paul Pierce couldn't see him. The Boston Celtics could not see him. And what did they do in 2008, Skip? They made the trade for KG. They made the trade for Ray Allen. And they brought the big three together in 2008 to stop LeBron James. LeBron James said, well, this isn't fair. It's 3 against 1. How do y'all expect? Oh, if you're great. Well, you never said Michael Jordan was supposed to beat the big three Celtics, but you expect me to do that. So he went and got a team. So what LeBron James did, Skip, is that he empowered the players to say, hey, if teams could put together super teams, bro, if we cool with each other, why can't we? Just like saying, hey, bro, we got a good idea. Let's put our money together. We can make it grow. We ain't got to always compete against each other. Because what had happened, Skip, it used to be who's the best player that's never won a ring. Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, all these guys, Elgin Baylor, all these guys' names would come up. Guys got tired of hearing that. So guys says, okay, you diminish my greatness if I don't have a ring. So they said, you know what? Let's go link up. I don't think people were upset that Kyrie and KD got together. It's just when they added James Harden. Skip, I ain't even talking about no Blake Griffin. Because Blake Griffin had this to say, it's funny, everybody thought I was washed 2 years ago, but now I'm on the narrative change. No, not. You still washed. The expectations of you are different. Because in Detroit, you were expected to lead a team. Now you're the 4th or 5th option. So you serve perfectly for that role for your talent level. But to make a short story long and a long story short, everybody's gearing up to stop this 36-year-old in year 18 with Anthony Davis. Now we have Andre Drummond. That's why they did what they did. Because you and I both know when it was two superstars against two superstars, it was Russell Westbrook, KD versus LeBron and Kyrie. KD couldn't see him. KD couldn't see him. 17-5 before he went to the Golden State Warriors. That's what Kevin Durant's record was against LeBron James. If you don't believe me, go look it up. Two superstars, KD and West against LeBron and Kyrie. He couldn't see him. He couldn't see him on his best day. And so what he did is that he went with Kyrie. He got James Harden. Got no problem with that. I ain't, like I said, I ain't even talking about no LaMarcus Aldridge and Blake, because they're guys now. They're parts. They're parts. They're not important parts. They're parts. You and I both know. But you know why they did it. You know why they did it. They fear that man. They didn't put no super teams together to beat Jordan. They didn't put no super teams together. Boston started it. Paul Pierce, KG, and Ray Allen started to try to take a 22-year-old down. Can you imagine somebody putting a team together to beat Zion? They put a team together. That's what an equivalent is right now. Let me take my watch. I want to break it. Imagine a team putting a team together of superstars to beat Zion Williamson. That's what they did to do to that man in Cleveland at 22 years of age. If you don't believe it, look it up. Take off.
Your delusion is amusing to me, and I enjoy watching you and your histrionics. as you try to sell this to the billions of blind witnesses out there who are receptive to it.
It's facts.
There's no fact that you just uttered. It's nothing but presumptuous baloney. That's what it is. And Bronny, he's just a kid, and he loves his dad, so I've given him the pass here. But trust me, all they're doing in Brooklyn is trying to win a championship. It's not about LeBron. It's about them. Yeah. Them and them only.
Yeah, okay.
Sean Marks came from the Spurs. He knows only Spurs dynasty, and he said, we've got to recreate a dynasty here, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull out every stop to do it, and I'm going to go get Steve Nash to run the show as the coach, and he's a two-time MVP, so I'm going for star power. And if I can convince Kyrie to come here, maybe he can convince KD to come here, and then they convinced James Harden to come, and then the dominoes kept falling because everybody wanted to be in Brooklyn.
When did they do that in San Antonio?
What do you mean? They were a dynasty.
Yeah, they were, but I'm saying, when did they go outside and says, okay, I want the best player over here, and I want the best player over there?
Okay, well, they kept surrounding Duncan Parker and Ginobili, whom they stole in the draft, the second two, not the first one, but the second two. That they did it through the draft more than they did it through free agency.
Right.
Okay, so here's the point. There was a story last week, and it's some trainer who lives out here, supposedly, allegedly close to LeBron, and he supposedly, allegedly keeps in close touch with Kyrie, KD, and James Harden, and he's saying they're all scared of LeBron James. That is the biggest bunch of hooey I've ever heard. Trust me, Kevin Durant is not afraid of LeBron James. He had the guts to go join the super team in Golden State that desperately needed him, that got on its knees and cried. You told me that Draymond went in the parking lot crying on the phone, you've got to come save us.
Right.
And KD said, okay, I'm done with Russ. I can't win with Russ, with him as my primary decision maker. I'll do that. I'm going to put you guys over the top against LeBron. And he went into LeBron's house in back-to-back game threes in the NBA Finals and took the game over at LeBron's expense. And because he did that twice in a row, he won back-to-back Finals MVPs, Finals MVPs. And I just thought he was the best player on the floor, and he emerged as the best player on the planet. And again, maybe when he was a baby, he had fear of LeBron, but he ain't a baby anymore. And Kyrie never had any fear of LeBron. In fact, he was the only player who ever just stood up to LeBron and challenged him the moment that LeBron came home. And they clashed repeatedly because Kyrie said, I can do things you can't do, and I'm not going to listen to you.
Except win.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Kyrie was in the lottery every year. Yeah. Kyrie got Andrew Wiggins. Kyrie got Anthony Bennett. Kyrie got Dion Waiters. Kyrie got Tristan Thompson. And the one thing Kyrie could not do without LeBron was win.
The one thing Kyrie could do that LeBron can't do is close, because Kyrie hit the shot of shots, Game 7 at Oracle, to win LeBron a championship.
And you know what rubbed Kyrie the wrong way? He hit that shot, and LeBron block got more credit. People talk about the block more than they do the shot. And it rubbed Kyrie the wrong way because he was never going to be bigger than GOAT James. Just like it rubs Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant said it. If LeBron James is the GOAT, I beat him twice. What does that make me? Even though he won Finals MVP, nobody thought he was better than GOAT James because he joined a two-time unanimous MVP. He joined a team that went 73-9 that kicked his butt when he had him down 3-1. That's what rubbed KD the wrong way.
So all those gullible fools out there who thought the block was better than the shot, it's the most overrated block in the history of blocks. It's the bicycle built for two because J.R. Smith undercuts Iguodala, who has to slow down and gather himself, and he can't dunk it anymore because he got cut off at the pass, and he tries to lay it up, and LeBron gets a chance to swoop in from behind. As Iguodala has to slow up thanks to J.R. Smith. It's a big assist. It's 2-on-1.
Game 7, NBA Finals.
Yeah. Okay, Kyrie hit the shot of shots. Nobody could make a shot. Kyrie finally said, I got this. And that was ball game, thanks to Kyrie Irving. And then he said, I'm sick of this guy. I'm sick of his ego. I'm sick of his diva-ness. I'm sick of his stat padding. I'm out.
Okay, hold on. So I'm to make sure I'm hearing you correct. Kyrie doesn't have an ego. Kyrie has no diva.
I'm sure he does, but he
No.
Okay.
You was emphatic that LeBron James is a diva, that LeBron James has an ego. So I want you to be just as emphatic. Don't tell me maybe. Does Kyrie has an ego?
Yeah, it's not as big as LeBron's, but he's
not as big as LeBron.
No. Okay, so the point is, do you think he's afraid of LeBron James? No, stop it.
Skip.
Maybe James Harden, but he hasn't really faced LeBron in any big championship moment.
You remember James Harden last game that he played in against with the Rockets? LeBron James came there and beat the brakes off him. And what did he say? I want out. I just can't do it. I done tried everything I could. I ain't do it. We can't match up against that team, against that guy. That's what he did do. Kevin Durant, what did he do? Run to Golden State because he could not see LeBron James by himself. Hey, what did Golden State do? Golden State went and got Kevin Durant because they know it's over, guys. We can't do anything with him and Kyrie. The team as a symbol right now with Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond, we can't see them again.
I agree.
And they went and loaded up, got KD.
Yeah, because it was Kyrie and LeBron. And obviously Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Okay, so they couldn't hold them off. They had them down 3-1, but they couldn't hold them off. So they needed Kevin Durant, and he changed life for Golden State. So you think they're now, as they have joined forces in Brooklyn, do you think they're afraid of a Lakers team? And I hate to burst your bubble over this, that won a bubblegum championship last year? Because that's what it was. It was just pure bubblegum. Because obviously, as
you wouldn't have said that had the Clippers won.
What Jared Dudley say? I'm going to quote him. The great Jared Dudley said,